right, we're doing this right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the Relationship Method podcast. I am Chris.
I am Jay.
And I'm Lori.
And we got a guest today, Kalele. What is up? What is poppin'? Welcome to the podcast, big dog.
How's it going, everybody?
Oh, goddamn. He had his Denzel voice.
That's what the radio is like. This jockey.
Yeah,
back in the day,
man. I just got a semi.
Hey,
yo.
yo. Relationship.
Hey, yo. Hell yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Man, what y'all been up to, Jay and Lori, man? What you been up to this past week?
I've been getting ready to get packed up, so I'm moving pretty soon.
Yes, you are, dude.
But more on that later. So.
Later. So, people need to holler at you now. Send this guy nudies.
Nah, don't send me nudies.
Now's your chance.
Get him a good farewell.
No.
Hell yeah. Lori, what you been up to, man? I haven't seen you in like weeks, man.
In a hot minute.
I know, in a hot ass minute. I've seen you been going to the gym.
Went to the gym.
God damn. You see? This is y'all's eye candy, dog. No, but what you been up to, man?
Just work, going to the beach.
I know you're looking kind of tanned.
Yeah, I did get a tan.
There it is. Congratulations.
Caramelized.
Caramelized. Hell yeah.
Hey, that's the best way to be.
It is, especially on this island.
Everything's
right?
better caramelized.
Hell yeah.
Tell me not.
That's right. Caramelized onions,
you're
man.
right. You're
so
right.
Good.
Yeah,
So
the brulee. That shit be popping off the hick. Shit. Well, for me, man, I've been chilling. I'm in the intramural league out here.
Okay.
Hooping for like, huh?
Sick.
Hell yeah. I know. I try to be fit, for my age. I'm trying here. I'm really trying. And have y'all ever heard of the show on Netflix called Sex Education?
Oh, yeah, I watched that shit.
My ass binge watched that hoe, and I'm a little tired because of it.
Little rabbit hole, huh?
Yeah, it is, dog. So it's about like a kid. The star of the show is Gillian Anderson. She's from X-Files, and the guy is from Ender's Games. The guy grew up.
Yeah. Little boy.
Yeah, so he gives sex advice to students in his high school, and where he gets his
classmates, not students.
Oh yeah, his classmates, and when he gets his info from his mom is a sex educator, and that's how
Or sex therapist.
sex therapist,
Nice.
and he gets himself into these hijinks and these dilemmas with females that he likes, and I mean, and his best friend's a gay black dude. So that's
It's an interesting show.
It's interesting as
Well,
hell.
I haven't seen it. Netflix. Right
Yeah,
now, it's still on there,
Netflix.
so.
Yeah, man, Netflix.
That's a
hook
good
us
one
up
on that
too,
one.
dog. But it's a good show. What else has been going on? Man, other than that, man, we got hit with a message from, I'm not gonna say their names, but we got somewhat of a plagiarized warning or whatever. We can't use the relationship name.
Yeah.
We talked to several people, and I'm
It
not
was a
gonna tell them to
Debbie
fuck
Downer
off, but man, we would lose this case, bro. Don't come at us, man.
We're just trying to put out some information.
Yeah, man. We're not putting out shirts.
no
or nothing.
hostility
Come
here,
on,
so.
man. It's all good. But yeah. Other than that, been chilling with the family. Been chilling, playing hooping, working out, work. Ooh, I got one. Ow, my bad. I'm sorry. I applied for a position at my job currently, and I got that position. So I'll be So I'll be leaving my current position soon for this new gig. But I'm still in the center.
Nice.
Just open up. Something opens up. I'll get you in.
Let me
I'll
know.
get you in. Yeah, and then my daughter on the mainland, she got a mentor counselor gig too.
Oh, nice.
On the same day that I got the letter. So
It's like having eventful.
simultaneously we were on the come up. So that was pretty cool.
The stars were aligned.
Families
It
are
was
blessed. Your
right.
family
It
is
was
blessed.
Dang, you got Pluto, Neptune, Nebula, and all these motherfuckers coming together and shit.
Uranus.
God damn, man. But yeah, that was my week.
I heard that.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Cal, man, how was your week, man? What's up with you, dog?
Me?
Yeah. We're coming to you now, dog. How's your week, man? Thank you for coming out. But yeah, how was your week before you got
It's
here?
been an interesting week. I just started. I took a break from performing music because I used to perform a lot at local restaurants on the island. So I've been a tour guide for about was about like I think 5 months. Started in the summer. Certified lifeguard certified enough, I guess.
Ooh, okay.
Staying alive.
Certified like, have you ever slipped someone the tongue?
No.
I mean, as a lifeguard,
Professionally.
professionally speaking.
An accident.
Oh, okay.
Professionally accident.
Oh shit. So being a lifeguard, but like, did you have to go through training and shit, or
Trainings, but I feel like that's why they hired. Like we're the only local tour guide company on the island.
Yeah.
I guess just being local has its perks.
Yeah.
And it's for, especially out here in the islands. We're certified Aquamans.
Nice.
I know, right? Fucking, we got mini Jason Momoas running around. You know what I'm saying?
Juniors.
You know what I'm saying?
Legit.
But shit, hey, I do appreciate you coming on, and I shot my shot.
Yep.
Bro, what made you, because I 95% of the time I get the yes, that 5% I don't. You know what I'm saying? So how did I get you,
Me?
Cal, to get on?
Honestly, I feel like this is. I always wanted to be on a podcast. I feel like.
Oh shit!
Is this your
Hell,
first
is
one?
this your first one?
Yeah.
Hey, we brought them another cherry,
Shout out.
folks. Hey.
Kumpai. He was gonna jump on his podcast. But they broke the cherry, so it's.
Hell yeah,
That's
dog!
what's
I appreciate you, big dog. I appreciate you, man.
But-
But so I follow you on your page. You a musician, dog.
Yeah.
So man, tell us about that, man. Like, how'd you get started? You don't need to tell us the whole story, but like, what's the?
I mean, I think just naturally in the islands, we all kind of just from a family base, we all kind of just, sing, go to church. It all starts at church, I think, especially
Facts.
in our generation. And especially in the culture, in Hawaiian culture, I did went to Hawaiian immersion growing up and like Kulakaya, Puni, and Punanaleo. So it was all, it's always there as a kid,
Yeah.
And naturally, I think when I kind of realized when I actually wanted to be a musician is when, I think when I was in middle school.
Oh, middle school,
Wow.
that young.
Brown bags, the stardom days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch me back there. Go dive deep into the archives.
Hey,
and stuff.
brown bags. I have no problem with the brown
Hopefully
bags.
it's still there. Hopefully it's still there.
Nah, man. I think now people got the fancier lunch pails and shit, the Velcro and stuff with their little fucking Stanleys and their fucking. I had a Capri Sun. Like I always had a Capri Sun or two. Maybe a little Sunny Delight.
Flip it upside down.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Bottom.
Yep. I had that shit, man. But dog, when'd you get your first break?
I think the first time I kind of realized, I think it was right after high school. I don't know if you guys heard of Monomali Collective.
Have you? We're not from here, so have you? Ever?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's the same thing is connected with the charter schools.
Mhm.
That kind of helping the kids and the youth and involving them in the music.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to actually travel. I think I was 16.
Oh shit.
Went to New Zealand. I didn't perform at all. It's kind of just a roadie
Yeah.
in the background helping cultural wise. But
Still pretty
who came on that trip? It was a lot of the main members of Natural Vibrations, Anuhea,
Nice.
Capena de Lima,
Hey.
That's what's up.
Uncle John Cruz. And the funny thing when we were there, everyone's walking up to all these legends, right? Over there. You know what they're asking? Because they know we're from where. It's like, do you guys know Kalohe Kai?
Oh.
Of course.
Wow.
Shout out Roman. My brother.
Oh shit. So that's your gig, and then.
That was like when I kind of was like, it's like, okay, well, there's something here, I
Oh,
got,
shit,
kind of. That's when the eyes kind of into the possibility of what
Yeah.
my purpose or what my what I'm good at, what I could do.
Hey. Okay. So do you play like more instruments and shit?
Yeah,
now?
so,
Are
so
you,
growing up, of course, my grandpa is the influence. He always used to play ukulele. And, of course,
Yeah.
all my family went to Kamehameha schools. I'm like the black sheep
Mhm.
of the family. But, yeah, so, choir, everything. And my grandpa always played ukulele. So I think 5 years old was a big time for me. Like I was telling you earlier, I learned how to do cinematography, filmmaking, editing. I learned how to play ukulele. Broke my right arm.
Damn, Valerie's talented, man.
Broke your right arm playing ukulele?
No, I just fell.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, you was strumming hard,
No, I
boy.
think that's when you gain consciousness. It's 5 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
But what was I saying? It's about the music and how to get onto that, and kind of just I taught myself the other instruments. Naturally, we're all self-taught
Yeah.
out here in the islands. Like if anything, what we do best out here is just figure it out.
Yo, yeah. Figuring shit
Figure it out.
out.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, let me tell you about a little thing about figuring shit out. These past, I want to say, days and week, people has been asking me for like relationship advice, and like I'm a good ear, and there's nowhere, shape, or form that I'm a professional in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm figuring the situation out as I'm hearing it. So speaking of like that shit, while you were going through your findings and your phase, were you in relationships? And if you were, did they ever say, "Oh, you ain't gonna do it," or were they super supportive with your journey?
They've usually been, I mean, super supportive. If I'm
Of
being-
course, right?
If I'm being honest, most of them are like kind of fangirling a little
Oh,
too hard.
uh-huh.
The last real relationship I was in high school,
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
and it was that, I don't know, it's like that first love, but
Uh-huh.
I'd say situationships
Situation
along the way,
That's what she be
connections.
saying.
Oh boy, not the situation.
I'm a certified lover boy, so that's the problem.
Hey,
That's the
okay.
problem in this generation. It's,
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
Yeah. The situationships. Hot damn. When they were fangirling, dog, like, how did you know that they were fangirling at that moment? Or did you took them in as oh man, she actually likes
She's a
me?
nice girl. Yeah, for sure. I always do. I always love to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There. I'm hanging out. You know. I'm not.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
don't try too hard. I'm just cruising. You know. That's
Cruising, yeah.
Just be normal, right?
Yeah. Be yourself.
Ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, don't fake the funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely don't fake. Especially in high school. High school is it's a place where people are confused, and I think they don't know
What's
who they are yet
Not yet.
until they get out.
It's a land of discovery.
Yeah, they're discovering themselves, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Still feels like high school though.
yeah. Oh, okay. So, question. Okay, I got a legitimate question. So, in high school, did you and your girl pass high school, like relationship wise, or did you guys cut it off before y'all graduated and shit?
Yep. Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of drama surrounding it,
Ooh, drama. Fuck that.
but that's not. I don't know. It's
Natural.
Yeah.
Drama's natural. So with y'all, what kind of advice do you have with people that are in relationships currently in high school and they're about to take that next leap to, let's say, college or being adults? Should they still stay with their current person, or should they try and take that break and see what's out there and see what they like? Because
I
I'll
feel like
start. Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like as long as they're supportive of what
Uh-huh.
you do and you know what you enjoy doing.
uh-huh,
I think that's the main thing.
definitely.
And if they're really supportive, you know, like, you know, what's that cliche quote? If you love it, let it free. If it's, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Always Be My Baby by Mariah
Yeah.
Carey. I was listening to that song
Yeah,
earlier
no.
today.
But for real though, like, if that's how I believe in a lot of things that are meant to be. So it's like
Mm.
if it's,
If it's meant to be,
I
it'll
believe in
come
that
back.
strongly, extremely.
Ah.
strongly, so.
How about you, Lori? What do you have with that? High school sweethearts, leaving high school, about to see the real world. Should they stay together or should they not?
I look at it in two
Or
different.
can they?
I mean, two different ways, right?
Yeah.
So one is like you're talking about the person being really supportive, and then the other side is like you also want to go out, explore. You're still young. You haven't seen everything. Like, go see the world, go meet new people, experience new things, different things. And like you said, if it's meant to be, maybe you might get back together one day. But I think when you're at that age, being in a committed relationship is extremely difficult for both people.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say maybe keep it fluid. Like,
Yeah, but still stay, you know, don't burn bridges.
stay
Don't
connected.
lead to burn a
Yeah.
bridge.
You don't want to burn bridges, but stay connected. Just, you know, maybe have that conversation and then see where it goes. Especially if you're going off to college and you're not going to be here. Long distance relationships are really tough.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jay.
So, I've been in this situation before, but I was going off of what you were saying. Like, if you really love it, you'll let it go, and because you want to see them thrive.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then somehow, for me, like, I want to be like part of. Okay, that's the reason why they're better, because you know I had to let it go. Because if you don't let it go, they can like be bottled up and shit can go down south real quick.
Definitely. Yeah.
But being in that situation before, I've learned a lot. For those out who are listening right now, I would say, you know, go what you feel. I only say that because down the road, you're going to be in relationships to where you're going to feel a lot of the negative part of it, which is part of your growth. Because if you don't learn that, you're not going to be as mature or grown up to know what's wrong, what's right, what's for you. So there is that discovery to where you explore what you want. At the same time, if you wanted that relationship, you'll do what you can, but find out, you know, there's going to be difficulties, a lot of roadblocks. And without that experience, you're not going to know your potential, your full potential of being in a relationship with someone.
Mhm.
So go with what you feel, but be cautious on there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and that's where you have that self-discovery of yourself as personal yourself. As long as that other person is going to, discover themselves as well.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah,
Try it
well,
out.
why not? Why not, right? From past experience, I know that once a woman turns 21, that shit just goes out. Like, she goes crazy. Especially when you're together, you're together, you're high school sweethearts, and 21 hits, you are open up to a whole new world. You could go to clubs like legally now. You could travel. You could travel by yourself and go into these bars by legally now, and you could talk. I mean, it's a man. Yeah, you could go buck wild. It's a manhunt out there, So from past experiences, man, I think as a woman, you would want to be lightweight. Not lightweight. Be single at that time, so you could explore and see what you like in these other guys and these individuals that spin the game.
Not just that, but women, they mature a lot faster than men do.
This is true. This is fucking true. Why? Why is that?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Lori is right. Okay.
Yeah.
They do mature, huh?
They mature a lot faster.
They do.
Mhm.
I know a person that's like,
Mother instincts, probably.
19, 20 years old, and she is like wise. Wise as hell.
See, I was just a wise ass, but
Wise as, oh, fuck, man.
no.
So we're on agreement that the relationships in high school, they should try and cut it off so they could explore.
Yeah, I mean, in my experience,
Yeah.
it's long distance. No, it doesn't work.
Long distance.
No,
I tried. It's hard.
absolutely.
It is
Yeah, I
definitely
agree.
hard.
Oh, so
It is
let's speak on that. So is the other state law difficult, or is the 6 hour to 8 hour way more difficult than the state? What do y'all think on that?
I mean, I was even in kind of I'm not gonna say relationship, a situationship.
Yeah.
This girl on Oahu, and I'm from Kauai. That was an island away. And
Yeah.
that even
Was that like an hour flight?
even that didn't
Mm-hmm.
work out. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if it was because of the situation.
Yeah, the situation. Yeah. Is it? Were you young when this happened, or was this like in your 20s or whatnot?
Early 20s.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
And was she in her early 20s too?
She was around. She was like a year older than me, I think. But she was definitely like you said, the girls mature faster, so she was getting it done.
Getting it done, getting it did.
She done did it.
She done did it. Well, what do you think? Do you think like long distance relationships could work? Like
They
say
could-
like
okay.
at that age.
At that age, I want to say no.
Def no, right?
I mean, at
Okay.
this age, it's really difficult to
Oh,
maintain a
yes.
relationship, and you're talking 20s and 30 or late 20s, 30s. Like you have to really be intentional about wanting to communicate, making
Yeah.
sure you can actually see that person, because your body craves that physical intimacy with somebody,
Mhm.
and it's kind of crazy to say, but when you don't have it when you want it, people go looking.
You feel
elsewhere.
lost, and you feel lost, right?
It's like
Let's go
people
searching.
just
Yeah.
crave that physical
You go
intimacy, and so
You search.
like if it's not immediately available, sometimes people
Stay strong.
Masturbate
Hold
or
it down,
something.
guys.
It's
Hold it down for
okay.
the long distance relationship.
Virtual reality.
I know, right? Oh man. So with that, right? Do you think on the other end, can that person that, let's say, you're conversing with, not even in that intimate way, do you think they could feel that energy that you yearning for? What you were saying?
Definitely.
Yeah?
'Cause I'm sure they're feeling the same exact way.
I did not think that before. Like, I didn't know that another person could feed off or feel the energy that's brought to them.
I'm really sensitive to that kind of stuff.
Really?
It's
Empath-
really
empath.
crazy. Yeah, I'm super sensitive to that stuff. Like if not even if like somebody's lying, or if I'm really even close to somebody in a friendship, like I
Uh-huh.
could just tell if something's off.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll just have a feeling about somebody, and or they'll be on my thought or my heart, and then I'll just call them and be like, hey, how's everything? I was just thinking about you. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I really needed to hear from somebody, and I'm glad you reached out because I'm really going through it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sensitive to that stuff.
Yeah?
So I mean, I think a lot of females are, though, especially when it comes to their other half.
Yeah? Are guys as sensitive too? Oh, Cal?
You want to hear something crazy?
Yes, sir. Hey, let's hear it. This
Let's
is
hear
the
it.
place
Lay it
for
out.
it.
This is where it is.
This is a safe place, Cal.
So I did a little. I don't know. They call it the art of birthdays. I don't know if you've seen it. Like you dive into. I'm not really gonna dive into astrology and stuff. Like, but like I did some research on like my personality type when it comes to relationships and like
Yeah.
what I feel like I come to discover and like I don't mean anything bad by it, but I feel like naturally like I'm drawn to and vice versa both ways to like naturally girls who are going through something or almost broken. You know what I mean? Always. It's always like there's always something going on, you know? And like I think that's natural for me. Like that's why I'm doing the music thing. It's kind of like, the emotion wise and talking about, especially R&B. That's why I love.
You're a healer.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I've stepped
Sexual healing.
Hey.
I mean, that's another subject. But
Wait, not yet.
Wrong one.
OnlyFans coming soon.
Hell yeah. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
It's another conversation.
How about you, Jay, man?
Um,
I forgot the question too. That's why I went to you.
Face jam.
Wait, what was the question?
Rabbit hole.
Feeling
Long distance relationship.
long distance
Oh.
relationship, yeah.
I was in a long distance relationship. I keep talking about the same person because I learned a lot in this relationship.
Oh, it's the same person.
So
Well,
we met in the same town, but it was like a couple months. She had to move to LA, and I'm here in Monterey, so it's like an 8-hour drive, right?
Yeah.
Or 6-hour drive, 5-hour drive, and it was difficult. I would make the trips. Later down the road, she moved about 45 minutes away to her hometown, which was about 45 minutes from Monterey, and I feel like I thought it would be felt different from when she was like that 5 hours. It still felt the same. I think the proximity of being in the same town makes a big difference to where it either be 45 or like the 45 to the 5 hours. I feel like that's pretty much the same. It's like what you said about the physicality of them being there and kind of the convenience of them makes a big difference in that sense. So it is going to be difficult. It is going to be hard with long distance unless you know how you guys can be committed and be trust in that distance is a big thing. And I'm gonna say this again, but communication definitely
Right there.
plays a role.
Well, you know what? We'll come back to communication. Because we talked on the way here. Long distance wise, back in high school, this was when chat rooms was popping. I was in several long distance relationships. I was talking to a female from Virginia, Canada. Several females from Europe, and it's like you invest all your time in these long distance. I mean, my phone bill was high, so of course I got in trouble. But chatting up, and then even like what you were saying, being like an hour or 2 hours away in high school was super difficult, But then in high school, like I didn't know any better, so I was just throwing it all, not throwing the dick, but throwing me out there and seeing what would grab. But to deviate everything up, long distance is pretty difficult. There has been where I've been like 2-3 hours away from someone, and that was it was pretty easy because I would go up there for a weekend or a day, or she would come down, and I thought everything was fine. Like I wasn't that jealous type because what I don't know isn't gonna hurt me. You feel me? So she could do all this dirt. And if I didn't know, then hey, we're all fucking dandy.
I mean, because there's like an understanding and a communication to where you guys establish that. So that right there kind of explains you guys have that mutual ground to understand.
Unofficial open relationship.
Yeah, there it is. Unofficial open. All right, let's go to communication then. So communicating, right? Are you guys able to sit down and really communicate with someone? Or are you the type of person that just gets hot-headed? And how do when you do get hot-headed, how do you continue the conversation? Because as for me, when I try to communicate and I feel like my point's not getting across, I shut down immediately. And on this podcast, we talk about communication a lot, and I don't think I'm a good communicator as of yet. To a certain extent, I am, but majority of the time, I'm just. If I can't get my point across, if the other person's not feeling me, and if the person is getting mad at what I'm saying and I'm not trying to put it out the way that she thinks it is, then I shut down and I eventually get a little petty with a lot of my shit.
So even before it starts to become an argument, when you guys are in that relationship, I would say establish that that's the way you are, so that they understand that if you do that, they understand, okay, maybe he needs a space. Because if they don't know that, they'll take it as a defensive. Why isn't he not talking to me? Why isn't he doing this?
Ah.
So communicate it beforehand before it becomes an argument, I would say.
Cal.
I'm just thinking, you just had a flashback.
Oh, hey, talk about that flashback, dog.
This is a tangent.
What do you do if she tells you, and when she's communicating, she says, you know, make sure you, I don't know, like, you sure you want to be with me?
That's just a girl thing.
It's
I
a
just-
girl thing.
Is it?
All right, we got a girl here, so you can ask her. You can ask her.
I don't even think it was like that, but almost
Yeah.
like think long and hard kind
Yeah.
of thing. Think about it, kind of
So
situation.
yeah, when a female does ask,
Think about it.
do you want?
Or do you really love me, or do you even like me?
It's a test, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. What?
Test of
Yeah.
loyalty.
Why, Lori?
I think girls just do that honestly for attention. Because I
Ah.
think
Say that
deep
too.
inside, if you're with somebody, you know how they feel about you by
Already there.
how they treat you.
You're there already.
you're there, you're present, right? So
Uh-huh.
I think it's just the reassurance thing is really important too for females.
Mhm.
I know for me, definitely
Oh,
the reassurance
even guys.
goes a long
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, like so just saying like, "Oh, do you love me?" or "You really want to be with me? Are you sure?" Like that type of stuff. Yeah,
Curveball.
you just
no.
want to hear it. Sometimes, like I
Yeah.
get this all the time too from my boyfriend. Like, "Oh, you know," but I'm like, "Yeah, but I want to hear it sometimes though."
Ah.
Sometimes I just wanna
yeah,
hear it.
just because you tell me.
ASMR in my ear.
There it
It's in
is.
slow.
Oh my
Whisper,
god.
whisper.
We're gonna learn a lot today, folks. We're gonna learn a lot. So when the guy goes crickets, like doesn't talk, what does that mean to a female? Like say you are in a heated argument, you're discussing with something, and he just becomes quiet. Do you go on the offense or defense, saying, "Oh, why aren't you talking to me anymore? Is this conversation boring to you?" But all in while we're processing it, what's going on in your mind?
It's really weird because I'm the same way.
Ah,
I shut down.
you shut down.
Like, and I won't say anything about certain things until they build up. Like, cause I can be very passive about stuff, and I'm very forgiving, and like I just let stuff go.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, at a certain age, at a certain point, for me, I feel like you should pick and choose your arguments sometimes. Like, and there's certain things that you don't really need to, use all that energy to argue and fuss about.
Right.
So I like just push it off. But then when things just start happening over and over again, and then I start to get irritated, I'm just like, and I say something and they go on the defense. I'm just like,
Bitch, you
boom.
left the fucking oven door
Shut
open.
down.
Fuck you, dude. Close that shit next time, motherfucker. Type shit.
and then later on, I'm just like, I blow up.
So when you blow up, are you the type of person that brings like everything, like the whole ammo?
No, I
Like,
don't.
motherfucker,
I
you
don't
just
like
pissed
doing
on this
that.
motherfucking bed. I'm gonna tell your homies.
Here's my
Hold up,
pass.
hold up. Wait.
No, I'll just be like, you're really fucking irritating. I want to strangle the fuck out of you, but I love you, and we're gonna sit down and talk about it.
Does the sit down and talking part happen? Like, does it really? Because that doesn't happen a lot.
Communication
We're
is a
just-
two-way street, though.
Yeah.
So like, if let's say I'm ready to sit down and communicate, but the other person's not willing to, then you're not gonna get anywhere. It has to be both people ready to sit down and talk about it.
Learn that the hard way.
I think it's with the timing too. Sometimes
Timing is everything,
you feel
yeah.
like communicating. Other times you don't want to say shit.
And your approach.
Right.
I know we talked about this before. Like a lot of girls, a lot of females, we come in hot. Like
This is true. This is true.
They are hot.
and then they're just like they're shutting down and it's like, why didn't you do this? Or like you said, leave the oven door open.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing? Like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why are you driving like this or whatever? And that's guys for you. They're just gonna be like,
Oh.
shit that irritates us. Like y'all don't even know what's really going on.
When we're scratching our heads, we're trying to come up with something like, oh man, we honestly don't know what the fuck it said.
The dumb nigga thing.
Yeah, the dumb nigga says right here. No, it's
emoji.
yeah, dog. Like in our situations, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, when stuff gets heated, we really don't know what to say, and when we don't say anything, it gets y'all mad, and you come up to us saying, I'm not saying all women, but majority will start, saying shit that out of pocket, and we're here just processing everything to say because we do not want to say the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we say the wrong thing, there's an attack. I feel 99% of the time an attack comes towards us.
They're waiting.
They're waiting for us
Say
to
something
slip up.
bad. Say something
Word,
bad.
I'm not lying. They're waiting for us to say
Suicide,
something, and then it's just like, I'm on it. I'm pouncing on that motherfucker. So it's like, yeah, man. So when I get in an argument with my wife and I'm super quiet, it's me processing what to say, what she said, and then before I say my answer, she says, "Oh, so what? You're not gonna say anything?" I'm like, "Dog, I'm about to, but you didn't give me that split
Give me a
second."
second.
Yeah. So, man, Cal, when you were in your situationship, dog, were you able to say your piece without?
I just can't get over you calling me Cal.
Oh, Cal, my bad.
I like it though. No one's calling me Cal.
Man, hell yeah.
You make me feel like I'm
Cherry,
Superman.
man.
You make me feel like I'm Superman.
Man, hell yeah.
Cal. Hey, Cal.
Kalel. Hey, Kalel.
Anyway, wait. What are you saying?
Oh, have you? I forgot my question. When you were in your situationships, were you able to communicate with your girl without her like just being on you, like dogging on you before you even spurt out your answer?
I mean, some of it was kind of just like I guess hookups or like, get down to the gritty. I mean, even just, connections, of course. I naturally gravitate to connections and stuff. So I feel like it was almost about to be a relationship, but never. Next step. Yeah, I never got there. So I don't know. I mean.
So this might be a personal question. What made you stop? Go like from going to level 2, you were at like the cusp of level 1 to level 2. What made you stop?
I think for me it's mental. Just I'm more of attracted to more of an intellectual kind of thing, and like I said earlier, I think it's timing. A lot of people are in different places, a different generation.
Timing is a motherfucker, dog.
It's like crazy.
It
I
is.
feel like could have been something, but it just wasn't the right. The
like
time.
Either she wasn't ready or you weren't ready.
Exactly, but it doesn't mean I didn't learn anything from each of those
For sure.
Yeah.
experiences.
So these past almost level 2 relationships, right? Did you ever come back around to them, or were they just done and done when you passed them?
Kind of just done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's easy for you to move on from, like, say, a connection and stuff?
Well, they say as easy. I feel like as easy as, like I said, I'm a certified lover boy. So once you're
once I
invested, feel something, like I feel like we're connecting and it's energy that I'm vibing with, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say I'm in love with, I fall in love, but I'm pretty like.
Oh, it can
that is as easy as I feel like I fall in love. I can fall out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And there's no
because it's expected almost because I'm used to it.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Jay?
That's a lot of control, and that's good. And like you have control of your emotions, your feelings, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Most people they ball out, they sometimes lose it, and they end up having like a fucky situation.
Well, I think that's why I'm blessed to have an outlet. People just don't know what to do.
Outlets, yes, yeah.
Music is my outlet.
Very important.
I like you said, if I may not be able to communicate it like this, go ahead and listen to my music.
Your music,
Yeah.
Each one of those songs are about a girl.
Hey,
I think about that too. Guys like Drake and hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
same.
yeah.
That
It's like their testimony.
it's the emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have a friend who I've met through online through other friends, and she's going through a breakup. And she's working on her song, so yeah, I can see that.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
So when a female or a woman hears your song, right, do you think they would figure out, oh, it's about me?
Some might think.
Oh, really?
And then might not even be about that
If
one.
the shoe fits, right? If
The shoe fits. Yeah.
Oh,
Put that on. Put it on.
definitely.
That's what they need. It's marketing.
Is there any part of you that yearns for taking that step into the
Next step, of
next
course.
level?
Every night.
Oh.
But I think I think the thing is I grew up with good female influences. I have a great, my mom's great. I got a big family. My my aunties, grandmas. It's like it's hard to like like I said, like you said, girls mature faster. I'm the eldest, pretty much the eldest grandson on both sides. So on my dad's side, it's all older girls. They all got their families. They all got their houses. So it's all like I forgot where I was going with that, but
It's okay. This is a
What was I
potential.
saying? What was I saying?
I don't know.
You had good.
You had good
oh,
female.
no,
women
Well, yeah, I don't want to just
influences,
bring any girl home
Yeah.
back to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm high maka maka. I don't know. But it gotta be, I guess. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're thinking about bringing them around your family, I
Right.
think that's really important.
Exactly.
Got to be squared away, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Ah,
Trying to introduce one girl.
just one.
Yeah,
Just one, not two, not five, just one.
just one.
So, Lori, let me ask you something. Chivalrous acts, right? Nowadays, women aren't used to it. Are you still used to the chivalry when men, like say, open the door for you or whatnot? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was just thinking about this the other day because
Oh wow,
I
great
was-
minds think. Great
I was
minds
dating
think,
this
dog.
guy, like he's my age and not chivalrous at all. And you think like, okay, well, how were you raised? You know, for me, I'm pretty old school. So when it comes to chivalry, I'm just like, I would hope that, you know, that when I get into a relationship or I start dating somebody, right, that they would be a little chivalrous. I'm not super expectant on certain things. Yeah, a gentleman for
Gentleman,
sure.
yeah.
Right, at least open the door, or you know, the sidewalk rule where if the girl's on the outside, you pull her in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like those things, and those are things that I'm really mindful of.
Right. Pulling a
So-
chair.
Yeah, open, you know, exactly. But being with somebody that's younger than me now, I really wasn't. I was shocked because he's very chivalrous.
Ooh, daddy taught him right, or mommy.
Both.
Both. Okay,
Yeah,
good. There.
And you were saying like
A lot of YouTube.
about family, right? He has such a good, solid family. And he brought me around his family, and I'm the first girl that he's ever brought around, and everybody was shocked. And I see where the mentorship from his family played a really big part in him being very chivalrous because they're so good. And I see how his parents treat each other and his family, and I just love it. And he treats me the same.
You've never seen his parents fight or squabble?
No. I mean, but I'm sure they
do it behind closed doors.
I'm sure they do,
Yeah.
but just their interactions and
Oh,
their
yeah,
interactions
definitely, yeah.
with me. Yeah, I can see how they raise their son very, very well.
That's
And
good.
so yeah, I was shocked because I was like, man, this guy I was dating before, it's my age and
You don't know shit.
ain't shit.
You know.
I'm like, man.
Yeah, right, man.
Are you
What you got, Cal? Man, you're snapping your fingers, dog. When it came to that shit, man. What you got on your mind, bro?
So for me, I think when I'm like trying to like give it another shot, you know, try not to like let past experiences kind of taint.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Exactly. I think that's a big one is not letting, because everyone's
Your
different.
baggage, right?
Right. Everyone's different. So like talking about being chivalrous, like one of the situationships, they're not the same one. Brought this girl flowers, everything. She fucking hated it. She's like, why you giving me
Yeah.
flowers?
Was she not used to it, or was
She'd rather have a plant. Maybe I didn't know her as well or something. But it
Ah.
was kind of just for me. I was just like, oh, okay.
like, yeah? So
To each their own.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah. So it's, I can't let that. It was kind of all right.
So how do us guys handle a woman that's not used to chivalrous acts?
For one, I know we talked about this before, but I gotta say it again. Find out what your significant other's love language is.
Right.
Because
Oh,
some
okay.
people might be gifts, some people might be acts of service, some people might be
Yeah.
Physical
other,
touch.
physical touch or whatever the case may be, and do that.
Just ask.
Yeah,
What's
just
the love
talk
language?
about it.
Well, I mean, there's some guys that are shy and they can't get around to that. So how does a guy just trying to get to know a woman get to the subject of a love language? What's your love language?
Well, I don't
Could
know
it
if
be
I
as
would-
easy as, hey, girl, man, what's your love language?
Yeah,
Yeah, right? Could it be that easy?
Yeah, it
Ah.
definitely could be.
Uh-huh.
It definitely could be. But I feel like if you're gonna beat around the bush about it, you're just gonna take longer to figure it out, and then you might fumble.
Could it be straightforward? Could that be too straightforward if a person is going, hey, what's your love language? Like you're 2 minutes into the conversation and, oh, my love language is physical touch. What's yours? Could it come up as that casual, or is that like pushing something?
No, I don't think it would be. At least not for me. I'm speaking from like personally.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Right. I think for me, if you're asking me about my love language, I'm just gonna be like, oh my god,
What-
wow. This
Are you like,
guy,
what do
is
you
he
know?
on that level? Is he
Really?
just- you know
Okay.
what? Wow. He's really
Kudos to you, man.
Kudos
Yeah.
to y'all.
Give me an intellectual
High five, Jay.
conversation.
We're there. We're there, Jay.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
How about mood boards?
Oh man.
What the heck
Are you into mood boards? Do you know what a mood board is?
That's the one where you like from 1 to 10.
Yes. We got introduced to mood boards, me and Jay. So
That
we're
was a
like,
conversation.
that was
I
a
forgot.
conversation. So he said, she asked us, ask every female or ask any female if they know what a mood board is.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, I don't know what the fuck a
is a
mood
mood
board
board?
is. So I'm asking you. So yeah, she knows. Okay.
I mean, the only reason why I know is because, like, you know, when you go to the doctor's office,
Yeah.
they have those.
Oh.
Yeah, the
They
chart.
have
Yeah.
the pain chart, and
Yeah.
it's pretty much like a mood board. Like, your pain tolerance from 1 to 10. What are you feeling right now? And then mood board is just like from sad to the happiest. Where are you?
Ah.
I guess at a grand spectrum is just like different feeling, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'm fucking
Their
chipper
mood.
today.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, what the fuck is a chipper?
Chippy.
Do they have horny on there too?
Chippy.
I'm feeling horny today.
No, but they should definitely have that one.
I know, right? I'm horny and I'm gonna bang. Let's call this motherfucker. You know, hell, we are. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Y'all got anything before we get in? More?
Get in more.
Get into the conversation.
Well, I was
more?
gonna say like finding like what else I was gonna say, like finding about like the shit you're talking about, the being chivalrous and chivalry, like
Yeah.
that balance is like because girls want a bad boy, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and they also want. So it's like I think it's finding the good balance between the two, but like I said, to each their own. I don't know.
To each their own.
Gotta figure it out. It's a
So
puzzle.
you're a certified lover boy, right? So what do you like? Do you have any advice for guys, even the females that are
Here's the advice,
losing
guys.
to
This is the advice.
bad boys or bad females?
Love yourself.
Simple.
I try to advertise that too.
Love yourself before you go into something.
It
Love
works
yourself.
wonders.
Fill your cup and let it overflow to other people.
Exactly.
Ah,
It's contagious. People see it, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
is that?
Then you're like you said. Otherwise, you let like that companionship or the intimacy. Then you're searching. You're lost, and it's like people can see that you're.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It resonates. for
That
sure.
love is the highest form of intellect. That's what my grandma always used to say. You know what I mean?
That's a wise
That's
grandma.
beautiful.
Yeah,
That
so-
is beautiful.
That's why he's certified.
Oh,
Certified.
That's
You got the
Lover
blue
boy.
check and everything. Trademark that hoe right there. So this question right here: long-term lust or short-term love? Which one y'all?
What?
Which one y'all?
What do you mean by that?
So
Long term.
long-term lust, like if you were able to get yourself only in one situationship, would you
Ah,
rather
I didn't know
have
my answer.
long-term lust or short-term love?
Long term lust.
Long-term lust. How
Why-
about you? Me, I'd go with short-term.
Why would I want to break my heart?
Yeah,
like
why-
that
why would
again?
you go
For
to-
me, it's like
Oh, so is that why you
happens
do
all the
long-term
time.
lust?
True. That's true. That's true.
Ah, okay.
that's what it feels like.
And then a lot of people who are in love, like they're not lustful after each other anymore. So I feel like sometimes when that fire burns out,
Goes out, yeah.
oh man,
It's hard.
it sucks.
So your long-term lust.
Definitely.
Ah, you?
I feel like I'm in that situation right now.
Okay, so I'm the only one in short-term love. I think it's so for short-term love, I honestly think it's because we only do it only happens one time, maybe two, but once. And with lust, I mean, you could bust a nut anytime, anywhere, right? But with love, of course it could get broken, but you could
right.
you could experience that one thing, and that
It's love,
one
like
thing
actual love.
is a lifetime.
Who
Yeah.
knows if we even know what
Then-
love
yeah.
feels
Yeah,
like?
exactly. So with lust, it's like, oh man, am I
Yeah.
loving this vag? For a female, is this peen that great where I'm just loving it? That could happen, like you could fall in love with vag because it's that great. But then again, on the flip side, could you fall in love with someone's mouth too?
No, I'm just what that mouth do.
What that mouth do though, baby? No, but yeah, go
What
ahead.
could that lust turn into love eventually?
I don't know, man. Could that? I don't know. I don't have an answer to
I think
that.
it depends to the individual.
Depends.
It
if
depends
she
on the
knows-
person.
Name 10 books.
Fire
That's
Nice.
a book.
Sorry.
Game of Thrones.
Harry Potter 1, 2, 3.
Harry Potter 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
No, stupid. All right, so long-term lust then. Y'all choose long-term lust over
yeah.
short-term
Sorry,
love.
Mom.
I don't want to get my heart broken. Honestly, that sucks.
It does getting your heart broken.
I
It
want
does
to.
suck,
I want to
yeah.
go a little bit on top of that.
Yeah. Or on, or behind, or on the bottom.
Underneath.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like love, like most people would think like being in a relationship with one person and you love that person and everything like that. But I'm kind of experiencing, in my opinion, a different type of love, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So let me put an example. So say there's like a person you truly care for, and you feel like you want to be with that person, but there's so many obstacles in the way. Say that they're in a relationship, or if they're pregnant, but you still have that love for them, But given the situation, you can't do anything about that because they're married or they have kids. But you both understand that you care so much about each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
That do you consider that love, or
All is fair in love and war.
I feel like that is real love.
Is
And I
it?
feel like that's actually more true love than a lot of people have known. Because if you can love somebody, especially let them go and love them from a distance, that means you really did love them, or you really do love them. Because a lot of people are selfish.
Wow.
They have selfish
Gems
love.
right now, bro.
No, they really do. Like, a lot of people have selfish love. Selfish love is where you want to keep something to yourself, but you have to let it go, but you don't want to. And that's why bad shit keeps happening.
like you said, if you really love it, you gotta let it go.
Wow. Could it be caring for someone, or that's caring for someone on a whole different level?
Well, because
For sure.
you're gonna.
I think it's both.
It could be both, right?
When
Because
you love somebody, you care about them.
in your example, like
You want to
being with someone that's pregnant, that's not yours, but you genuinely love the person. Like, I've been in that situation before.
You don't
I
want.
was like, whoa, how did this shit happen?
You don't want to fuck up her relationship with her man.
Exactly. Yeah.
You still care so much about what she's going through, who she is.
Even if it's toxic.
Even if it's toxic.
I like me a little
Toxicity.
Hey, you got-
a little red flag in my
Keep it
cup.
interesting.
I mean, there's maybe been some toxic situations before, but
You can keep it a
all
little
is fair.
spicy.
Yeah.
but deep down, it's me caring for that person very deeply.
Loving from a distance,
I guess.
right?
So,
Yeah, that's what you said.
Mhm.
How does a person get out from loving from a
Window
distance?
shopping.
Window shopping. Man, hell yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to Foot Locker. I'm going to Champ Boy.
Don't ask me.
Down to Waikiki.
Yeah, right. Waikiki.
Yo.
That's hard. Because I actually really, 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 really love somebody, but it was real bad, and I had to let them go. I had to let them go for my own
Sanity.
In order for you to move on.
for myself. I had to let them go for myself.
Mhm.
And like you said, self-love is so important because you have to know your boundaries when you love yourself enough to know that that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter how much you want to keep that person because you love them, you got to love yourself more.
Right. And those listening, you will have to try to find that acceptance because it is hard and it's going to be a rough patch in your life. But
yeah,
It was so
accepting the
hard.
situation is important.
you know.
You know in your heart. You know. You gotta know.
We just procrastinate.
Oh, I did that for way too long, and I just didn't want to let it go. And then I finally knew. I was like, okay. And then I felt a lot of peace after that. Like,
When you let it go,
myself.
did the texts, were you guys texting constantly or on the phone or messaging constantly, or that was never an issue?
it was weird because we actually decided to block each other for a while. And then
the old block.
And then I kept getting calls from a blocked number. And I finally decided to answer it, and it was him. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then we started like seeing each other on and off again, and just like, oh.
So was the seeing? Was there? I'm not gonna say canoodle, but was there was it just a casual hangout? Like nothing happened, or was it like actual? Oh, never mind. The face says it all. Forget it, Lori. Go ahead, continue.
I can't help it. I mean, it's kind of hot. Like, when you're just like,
You shouldn't, but
you shouldn't, but then you just really want to.
yeah,
It's Satan right there.
it's one of them. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Fuck you, Angel.
Today, Satan.
What's up, dog?
Every time
what
I
we
try
doing?
to leave, something
Bring me back. Man, what's up? How about you, Gal? Man, like, were you able to love from afar and like not have it and let it go?
Oh, of course. I mean, I even had situations when I was with a girl who was going off and going to college, and I was like, she's just starting, Of course. And I knew it already in advance, and we still try to like you said, procrastinate. We get,
Uh-huh.
like maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though we know,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But I think really comes down to self-love, and that's where I'm at point in my life is like focusing on me and my career, and
Yeah.
I feel like everything else,
Definitely.
because every time I have focus on that, it's all
Things will gravitate
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Did you write a song about that,
many.
Benny?
Many.
Hell yeah, I want to listen. Yeah, buddy.
Tap in, guys.
Tap that ass in. When you as a musician, how was vag thrown at you on a constant when you're performing, when you're on the road? You know,
Stuff flying in.
is your manager like bringing randos back and be like, hey man, this is him.
I mean, Kauai is
Quasi hell of a place.
it's yes and no.
Okay. Ah,
That's all I'll say.
it's a yes and no. That's it. Us men will keep that mouth shut.
Yeah.
Hell
Don't kiss
yeah.
and tell.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Shit. Y'all got anything before I go on another one?
I have something less about relationship, but more about
Get on it.
your passion. I guess it's two things. Like, I know you said your grandfather really influenced you musically. Like, what were some things that he did that really pushed you to have this passion
Oh yeah.
for music?
I mean, he was always, my grandpa, he grew up as a scholar athlete. So he had, straight A's, starting point guard, played football, track and field, all that kind of stuff. Artists. He used to paint and stuff. But I think the main thing that resonates with me, and he passed when I was in, I think I was in middle school. But was main thing was to just be humble, you know what I mean?
Be humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of a hard thing to say, especially with my career choice, especially now that I've moved into hip hop and R&B, because it's definitely not. Say more hip hop and rap. It's kind of more boisterous, but I don't know, just family. I think too is what helps too with my grams and like the whole music passion. So like, I know where I come from. I know what I've done in my community, and like this is what I can do, and this is what I'm capable of doing because of that family, and we don't do it all on ourselves. So I think that's like a big thing that's pushing me, because at first, because non-disclosure, I'm actually moving, as I was going to say too. So, first time I've even saying that is on your guys' podcast. So
Oh yeah. Hey.
I'm
Exclusive,
I'm
folks.
moving in mid-February with my manager to go to Florida. It's right south of Miami,
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
and there's music gigs out there for me. And he said, it's the same vibe right by the beach. They want that. He said he'll eat me up because local boy, island vibe. So I'm excited, and feel like the next phase, what he's told me, is about touring and traveling, like for real.
Hey, that's
Nice.
what's up.
We
Congratulations.
can only do so much here at home, but
Yeah,
the
this
problem
is
is coming back.
Uh-huh.
Everyone leaves, doesn't. But I feel like that's impossible. So
One, South Beach. That's next to the Bermuda Triangle. Be careful, aliens. Two, the hip hop R&B competition out here in Hawaii. I don't want to say a competition, but what makes your music stand out from them? What makes people want to see you more than these artists, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in the most humble way I can, I think, because I'm probably the most Hawaiian guy out of everybody in this market.
Ah, okay.
I'm Hawaiian. I'm
Uh-huh.
from Hawaii. Like, people can be from Hawaii, but my bloodline, genealogy, I like to see someone that can match it.
The authenticity.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And and I don't really tell much about this in my genealogy, but I found out through my just a few years ago, actually maybe like 5 years ago, that if you know the same era as King Kamehameha, so the same chief that was ruling Kauai, they call Kauai the unconquered island because he came to Kauai a couple of times, couldn't conquer it. But that same chief, which is King Kamwili, that would be like 7 generations ago or more of my great grandfather.
Word.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think that is what I think I have.
That's pretty cool.
What
Yeah, it's
what makes
rooted
me
in you, bro.
I got the support of not just I mean, maybe not the whole island yet in the city because I'm still underground, which is good. That's why you like being underground.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But the actual family, like I said, the
that's
the
what's
genealogy.
Oh, we learned something new that y'all didn't know.
That's why I put Hawaiian hip hop. Hawaiian
Yeah,
hip hop.
yeah.
Like Southern Rush. Shout out to Southern Rush guys.
Mm.
Like I feel like the earlier phase when I was first coming up, I was pretty much, like I said, I went to New Zealand with everyone, every there from then until now, I was pretty much, I feel like I was meeting people I've looked up to in the
Mhm.
industry. And like, that's where I was at in my 20s.
Uh-huh.
And like, okay, I'm with these guys. I'm talking. I'm hanging out. Like, let's do this. You know what I mean?
Man, shit, that's what's up.
Speaking of that, can I ask one more thing?
Girl, go ahead.
Ask all you want, Lori.
Ask all you want. Gotta.
So, how do you feel about mentorship in the music industry? Has anybody mentored
Question.
you,
Yeah.
or do you mentor anybody else?
I think at first, no. Like I said, us in the island, especially in our generation, it's like it's a different generation. There's a lot more resources and tools available to get things done. We got AI, we got a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
Back then, not at all. Like I said earlier, I think that's what we do best here in the islands is figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, once someone gets their own foothold and gets themselves up off their feet, like I said, self-love, then people start to come and they're, oh, you got something going on. What can I do to help polish it? So I definitely have mentors. If you guys know Sasha Man, he sings Nectar, Butterfly on My Shoulder. I don't know if you hear that. He's
Butterfly on my
so
shoulder.
I play in his band. Now, I just dropped the news to him that I'm moving, so he's
Oh, he's devastated right now. I was like, what the hell, man?
Tear.
But Sasha's been one of my mentors too in helping me with songwriting. And
That's
like
what's
up.
he tells me it's storytelling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing, my background in cinematography and filming, it's
Yeah.
That's what's up.
especially if it's an experience that someone can relate to that we've been through, you know, it's just tell a story.
Oh, are you mentoring someone?
Oh yeah, mentor wise. I mean,
Mentoring anyone right now?
so growing up, I have 3 younger brothers.
Yeah.
I'm actually up here for preseason Kapaa High School. My dad's men's basketball program head of that. When we were kids, I pretty much whipped them like a freaking choir coach, like band coach. Like they hated me. Well, pretty much. Long story short, we made a little family band when they were kids,
Uh-huh.
as they were all in elementary, like middle school still.
Oh wow.
And I played drums. One of my other brother played guitar, the other one keyboard, and my youngest brother, who's here playing basketball, doesn't sing anymore, but I used to make him sing.
Oh, so
started with
it's
the fam.
He has a hidden talent
Family
there.
thing. Like I have a lot of cousins who are also like talk about being with these people that are deep in the game. Like my cousin, I don't know if you guys know Jonah Mossman, goes as Joby over here. He's pretty deep in the Oahu music scene. My cousin William Kauhane goes as Wills. He's performed with J Boog guys. He's always with Fiji. So it's like
Nice.
the timing, like I said, it's I'm excited. Just talking to you guys gets me like,
Man, hell
let's
yeah.
go.
Hell yeah.
Miami is a place. I tell you that.
Tua's out there. You guys
Yeah.
want to watch some games?
Hell yeah. Hey, so before we dip out, my last question to you is who do you want to collab with, in the future with, music wise or cinematography wise? Who you want to on your top of the list collab with?
Dang. Dang. It's a deep question.
Super deep. All up in there.
Oh, it's the most quietest I've been. There's so many artists, man. I think like any artist that's up there in the R&B game, whether it's first, do you guys know who Blast is?
Yes. Oh my God, love him.
I love Blast, his production style. Whether anything in R&B, like I don't know, Tory Lanez.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is there in the R&B? I mean, I could say Drake, J. Cole.
Oh,
all
of
these
course.
guys,
Yeah.
Virgil Story.
The big neighbors. Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like that's especially that's a big opportunity. Like even when I talk with my manager about that, like should we pay? It's a lot of money, pay this money for this. It'd probably affect, or should we just pay of our own lane and see who wants to collab with Kalalea? You know what I mean?
That invite.
I think that's where I'm at almost. I'm not really too concerned about collabing, having a future there now, because I feel like it's cool, when you're collaborating with other artists.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is it kind of gets sometimes lost in the sauce. When when you're doing music that's just you, then it's authentically, you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I dropped a few names out there.
Oh, yeah. Y'all listening? Holler. Well, shit.
Tag them.
Hell yeah. Tag them. That was fun, y'all.
Yeah.
Hello, man. Thanks.
Yo,
Thanks
for coming
again.
out, yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for rolling through, man. You got any shout outs before we dip out, dog?
Shout out Hawaii creators, everybody. All
Hell
the
yeah. Hey,
islands.
Hawaii creators, man. Hey.
And TGE, TG Hawaii, that's a label me and the brothers are trying to start. Shout out my brothers, Klepto Mags, he's from Atlanta, just met that guy.
Mm-hmm.
a couple months ago, we're best friends. My boy I the third, who moved from Romania to Kauai at 11.
Yeah.
That's my brotherhoods. They're gonna be coming on to Florida
Yeah.
right after me, but I'm going first. Gonna go help pave
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah.
get our feet settled, and I'm excited. So appreciate you guys letting me drop that
Hey,
little
you're
info.
very
For
welcome.
sure,
Thank
dude,
you for
for
rolling
sure.
through. Where can they find you at, man? What's your IG handle? And
Just check me out at Kalalea Music, KALALEA Music. Yeah, most of that's in
y'all
there.
need to follow him.
Yeah, check them.
Tap in,
Content's
guys,
fire.
Tap in.
Hell yeah. How about you, Jay? You got anything?
Like always, if you're not subscribed to their YouTube, go ahead subscribe. If you're not following us on Spotify and all the platforms, go ahead and do so.
Boom, 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 boom.
Um,
Boom, boom.
yeah.
Yeah, Lori.
Nothing for me.
Of course she has nothing. As for me, shout out to Rafi Bite for the sounds, KO Studios for the lovely home and vibe. With all that shit being said and done, I am Chris.
I am Jay.
And I'm Lori.
And we out this bitch. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, man, do you smoke?
I don't.
You don't smoke? Do you vape?
I used to.
Yeah? Do you know people that still vape?
Not really.
Well, let me tell you about this place, Vape 31. Vape 31 is founded in 2013 and last only survivor of a dedicated vape shop that does not sell any tobacco products. They are anti-big tobacco and anti-big pharma. A31, an online premier vape shop dedicated to providing better alternative to tobacco to help former smokers break the bad habit. Vape 31 was founded by 3 guys who all successfully quit tobacco with the use of vapor alternatives. So, to get your orders in, visit www.vape31.com. That's www.vape31.com. Use the code TheReal or Chris25 for 20% off your purchase. Again, that's TheReal or Chris25 for 20% off your purchase.
Can you give me that website one more time?
That's vape31.com. It's vape, the number 3, and you spell out ONE.com.
God damn.